It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, next on Madden NFL 22.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. Derek Carr of the Raiders, Justin Herbert of the Chargers.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
To get this one started, and we are underway, and this take it in line and beyond the 20 much, in fact just a yard past the 21. The Charger offense ready for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season of Oregon.
About the only thing that didn't go right for Justin Herbert in his rookie season, the team's overall record. The offensive rookie of the year in the NFL was the fourth rookie with over 4,000 yards passing, just 38 yards short of the rookie record, 2012. Single-season record for passing touchdowns by a rookie with 31, breaking the mark of Cleveland's Baker Mayfield. This young man's potential, limitless. That's why so many people wanted to be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers and help open up the stadium big.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Make the handoff, now Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. What's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7 to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a arm, throwing the long, you blast for him. Push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dunking downfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's hauled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice bit of play action, right? Those linebackers to freeze for just a split second. That's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down to the 29-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this forward. About 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand only a 3-yard run, but for both sides and to walk away from that field. Okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert pops it forward.
That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Raiders defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
They really had a good job by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected here.
Hopkins cool, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, maybe not the touchdown that they...
Yeah, but bottom, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the Matrix now to kick it off. And this will not, it's a touchback. The Raiders getting ready to go the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver.
And the rumors were pretty strong. The teams asked about him in the offseason, but for once, got a pretty firm from the Raiders. Now in his 8th season as a Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff. But really solid 4,000-yard campaign, interceptions, and the highest rating of it. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Jacobs is switch this one up to his downs. Call it a gain of 5. Pick it down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the back, it could turn into a big tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throw again out. Hands of everyone. And the Bears.
We have seen this middle coach catch the ball, traffic somewhere to procure it, try and get downfield.
Chargers get set to go. He can drive. A 3-0 lead and ball as they start 1st and 10. Now Herbert, fall over. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's 7 out of this before.
His train throw. Found his running. Let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Each can't find one. Stopped the scrimmage. Call it about 3 to go. We talk typically linebackers at time.
And you know that's not done because they throw direction at you. They try and place. Right about that one out. Nice play.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush is letting that. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple in this season to one right there, forcing the incompletion and break.
A 44-yard attempt.
Is good here in the first. Covered the phone, take advantage of the short field.
Opportunity. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, settling for 3.
6-0. And this will cut the 25-yard line. Coming up, time they caught, led to a field goal. It only led to a...
They only gave up, and they were able to trot back out on the field. I have a little more pep in. They didn't cost her down. They've got a possession.
The coach would
be ecstatic to see them pick themselves downfield and turning it over.
And run with you.
For pretty stat on
that last run. For Carr taken down. What a play. Loss of thirdable amount of pocket, but ball in the
about 3. Great.
They'll look down wide for they'll take to the 24 going out in yards, but they're still well shot as that 4th down.
This was the ball. This was running back to the foot to death.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. So possession here on, and it'll be the Chargers at the uprights. Not going to play. They're not big for a touchdown.
I like the way you're thinking. Let's run what you do. Exactly. Put it all the way down. That's the way to do it.
Every 30-yard of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely made.
They'll run out of Eckler. And the 39. Yards the pickup there, and it's a first. Nothing our score, and football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go of 11 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you get some defender.
To perfect. And inside the up there.
Nowadays, players, that's better athleticism, eye coordination, control their body routes.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Rookie from TCU, and the ball is this up to the 38. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good to nickel with 5 defensive backs.
Why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of the...
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 45, over the middle, complete. It's Jones. They get across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first down as well.
A pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. His way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
This one was all about space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
So far, all points via field goals. They're hoping. Here's Jacobs. He'll take the 5-yard line.
Yes, now Beckons do whatever they want. Full put again, go play out that way.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's Jacobs. This one back yard line than that. No gain on them. They're going to need something 3rd and goal.
Became running us anywhere got back to the last.
Carr now on. Zone.
First thought it's one of the better round, and it's like this before. Got a little credit completion.
Wilson and they are on the board now at 6-3. So the leads to points is there.
Yeah, what a scene there, and a nice intercept. Together a little drive, 3-point. Nothing, just do it.
After the main field. On the return zone. 18-yard. John, the rest of the offense set out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterback that are the best ones, their team, they tell us, my bad, but out there, guys, we can get this done.
One good thing, the 3 points down after that turnover.
Big thanks to the
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. And off here, and he'll lose yards. The loss, 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark. It's half of it. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach, one that's your side.
easier for
Need to get the coach down.
As there's a rat who was getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be
Out about as like he'd won school. Got the touch and stayed.
And he'll be on field right around the 40. Up on the 3rd. Likely going to leave you in man coverage within less than.
Is because not any off of him and man defender on. He knows where the before the defender.
10. Play in the timeouts as there's just over a minute to go before half. Going again down. Herbert. And that's good. Call on a nickel set.
Could get that ball. They dropped it up.
It's Ty Long to kick here. It'll be ruled outside the 20. Yes, side judge calls it trailing, getting the field. First and 10, 20. All right, but have this past the bounds. But all for their time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another for him. It's Carr. Incomplete over the middle. The second, just under first half. A good gain on first. That up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man and Gordon. Las Vegas. Could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to team.
And I like the point you there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, that into the
point. Daniel Carr, and he's got it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a decent return to the 20-yard line. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. Time to work seconds. Seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. He'd try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Chargers going to use their final timeout as there's 15 seconds to play half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go for Herbert. It's going to go down. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So we've reached halftime. Raiders as we are now to check in with Coachman and our eSports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen for the Raiders in that first. And their passing game and why they lead thus far. They've had great success in 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely quarter in what's been 8 so far. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see. Let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're doing.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting to a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they did in the way that they had success throwing. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second from the 26. Shotgun now for Carr. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him on 3rd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Boy, he is very close to a first down before that football be a foot or so short.
Well, but that could have been really great range.
More than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You go for it. Here's A as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Call it yards on the punt return, and the offense will take over with downs. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense in first possession of the second half. Offense did by forcing the punt to start out, and now Charles in gear.
I think since the first half was theirs, let's get them on our side. We go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set this second half.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, Herbert. That'll be Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to evolve.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of them give you speed, hands, which make them excellent quarterbacks.
And he'll get it up 35 to 34 yards preferred.
But we always talk about distance, allowing offenses to their playbook. 2nd and 2. That means you're played open. You can run just about anything down at his sheet. Sees the short yardage runs. Those.
First down, and they sneaks his forward and down. Well done defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that because diagnosed us on that one. Read his key, made the play, and he couldn't even.
The left here's 2nd and 8. On Eckler running it, trying to run inside, but nothing there. A Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what they're.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game. These defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that to hold him to no gain.
And they mark him down short, about a yard. If that
looks like they got the completion. Weren't able to break any tackle. Nearly enough yardage to pick up down. Now to be 4th and short.
Ty Long down. A nice special is going to be down 7 yards in front of. Not where you great punt.
Those who won do what we positioning the team.
Throwing on first, throwing Oakley.
Is that first game you get it empty on his target, and that one's in.
Game as we come. Here's Carr. And he is going to go down, and that is a safety. At some point, you can't keep worrying about can this be perfect. You just have to get the ball out of it.
And in the offensive huddle, Dust, when they called the play, just get out of the end zone. But you notice a lot of the times in the defensive, and then say, preach, it's coach.
Going the safe as well. 20 now. Up past the charge back out and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull. A snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
School coaches really mind turn it over, right? Didn't create a bigger team. What you're looking for is gain an advantage in field, and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their 38. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eck.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to, they become just as critical to the pass as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the give, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down one's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? On their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The throw here.
And he's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL eSports.
Back now, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. There. And he'll manage to pick up the 4. It's up.
And it was a run, so the offense could feel pretty good about it. You have to feel because you didn't turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Herbert. He'll want that one back. In, too many in that department. Third down.
But that's the time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A throw there, but that's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty. Usually catch him on that play. He simply dropped it.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they jump out in front here. It's 11-2. So add 3 told after the safety and swing. And that could have turned.
Well, you don't want to say no foul, but at 9 points, much more men like this.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Break. It's near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And now they field goal. Amount of time order, but Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And this will be
a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. Taking away the lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. 8 yards there.
This type of running back. I mean, this intensity was the game-going experience. 2 quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this. You're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. That's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defense, make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about us taking this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Steps away to his left. And now the ball's out. Cole lost it. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And now off to the right.
And whatever's just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's got to start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Kelly. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead becomes 4 now, 14-10. So they get the 3, but you want enough.
Excellent question. Makes miles on field. It's a little bit of touchdown there. Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown to the other. All of a sudden, they're down. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. On the return comes Drake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So Carr and the Raiders now down 14-10, 1:46 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr gets this to Waller. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. That is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Carr to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock. 18 seconds now to go. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, did. As you and I both know, it's not how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.